Hi, it's Cammy. Charlie talks football.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Charlie Talks Football. Now, since I last did that video a few hours ago, more Newcastle United information and transfer news has came out. So anyway, guys, make sure to subscribe if you like what you're watching. As you know, there will be regular uploads on the channel and regular updates regarding the latest Newcastle United transfer news. Now, let's get into it. Now, in this video, I mainly wanted to talk about Alain Saint-Maximin. Now, as you know, he has been linked with a move away from Newcastle almost every single transfer window. I mean, he's pretty much been our best player by far. Yeah, I know under Steve Bruce, some people only went to Newcastle games just to watch Saint-Maximin play. He was that good. I mean, without him, Newcastle would definitely be relegated. He has carried us over the past couple of seasons now. He has only been linked to Saudi Arabia for a couple of weeks now, but the Premier League has actually confirmed that Saint-Maximin was meant to be travelling to the USA with the Newcastle squad for their pre-season friendly games. And Eddie Howard even said it himself that Maxi is going to be going. But after the Rangers game, Eddie Howe did an interview and he basically said that Alain Saint-Maximin was in talks with another club. So then everyone was like, oh, who's he in talks with? And it was revealed that he was in talks with the Saudi Arabian club Al Ali. Now, Rudy Galati, who works for Sky Sports, has confirmed that Alain Saint-Maximin has recently just done his medical and will be leaving Newcastle in a transfer that could be worth around £30 million. Now, I did say this in my last video, but for me, I mean, I think Newcastle should be asking for more with all the money that Saudi Arabian clubs have been spending on players. You look at Ruben Neves, Milinkovic-Savic going there for like 40 or 50 million. I do believe that Newcastle could actually get around 40 million for Alain Saint-Maximin. So I'm quite disappointed, but it's a shame to see him go now. I want you guys to comment down below. Do you think Newcastle have made the right decision selling Saint-Maximin and bringing Harvey Barnes in? Or do you think this is a potential mistake? Because I've seen some Newcastle fans suggesting on social media that they feel that Newcastle have actually made a mistake selling Saint-Maximin. Now, when Eddie Howe was actually talking about this, he did come out and say that he wasn't really sure if Alain Saint-Maximin wanted to leave Newcastle. And he didn't want him to leave, but in order for the club to get around financial fair play, especially if they want to bring in more players, it would be needed to sell Saint-Maximin, which is interesting because I actually think there's a way where we didn't really need to sell Saint-Maximin. But unfortunately, he has completed his medical and his transfer to the Saudi Arabian club Al Ali is expected to be confirmed in the coming days. So it's very sad news. I'm gutted, to be honest. I mean, Saint-Maximin has really been a fan favourite for Newcastle over the last few years. I think injuries have sort of slowed down his progress, but he has really been a player who, you know, gets you off your feet and really sort of excites you as well. So it is a real shame to see Alain Saint-Maximin leave the club, and I do hope that he does return to European football one day. Now, recently there's been some shocking news which has just came out. Now, The Athletic are reporting that Premier League clubs have expressed concern to the Premier League about Alain Saint-Maximin's transfer because they believe that the price of Saint-Maximin has been inflated, and they actually believe that there is a link between the Newcastle owners and these Saudi clubs. Now, I just want to say, you know, this is an example of how, like, the big six clubs hate Newcastle. I mean, you've got Chelsea, who are sending all of their deadwood to Saudi Arabia and no one says anything. You've got Liverpool sending players like Henderson and potentially Fabinho to Saudi Arabia. You've got teams like Man City sending Mahrez to Saudi Arabia. And then just because Newcastle do it, you know, the clubs, you know, express their concern when they've been selling their players to Saudi Arabia for the past few weeks. But just because they have this weird agenda to Newcastle, they hate that Newcastle are good and are actually going to compete with them. They've expressed their concerns to the Premier League. So comment down below, what are your thoughts? For me, I mean, I think this is just a complete load of rubbish, and just it concedes how stupid, you know, these clubs are. And Richard Masters, who is the CEO of the Premier League, and has came out and he's actually said that he believes that this is actually fine. But so I don't know whether they will, you know, investigate this. But if they do, it's stupid. And get down below your comments. What do you think about this? I mean, it's pure and utter bias towards Newcastle and bitterness from the top clubs. I mean, how is the price inflated? I mean, 30 million for St. Maximum. That isn't even that much money. So for them to even say, you know, the price for St. Maximum is inflated, I mean, I'm looking forward to hear them say, you know, what they think St. Maximum's, you know, price should be. But 30 million isn't even that much. I mean, it's a complete joke. It really makes us laugh. I don't know if the Premier League are actually going to investigate this, but they shouldn't, because it's just complete jealousy and bitterness from the Premier League clubs, and for me it just doesn't really make any sense at all. So yeah, it's such a shame to see Maxi go. On the Harvey Barnes situation, I do believe that it will be announced on Monday. I do not think it will get announced tomorrow, but we will have to wait and see. I think he has done part of his medical. He might have done all of his medical as far as I know, but he has actually done part of his medical. So that is going to be a fantastic sign. And like I mentioned in my last video, the Livramento deal does look like it is off. We had a £30 million bid rejected. I don't know if we are going to bid more. So anyway, guys, make sure to subscribe. We are trying to get 2,000 subscribers. There will be regular Newcastle United transfer news and updates on the channel. So anyway, I want you guys to get your comments in below. What are your thoughts on St. Maximum leaving? Do you think Newcastle have made the right decision to replace St. Maximum with Harvey Barnes? Do you think Newcastle should have asked for way more of a fee with Harvey Barnes? Now, what are your thoughts on the Premier League clubs complaining about the transfer? I'm looking forward to see your comments. Now, guys, I wanted you to actually talk about Newcastle United headed to the USA. Now, we take on Aston Villa tonight, 7 o'clock American time, 12 o'clock UK time. Now, get your comments in down below. Are you going to be watching this game? Now, for me, I'm not really sure, to be honest. Actually, I'm quite tired, but I'll see. So I may have to give that a miss, but make sure to comment down below. Are you going to be watching that game as well? So it is very interesting to see how Newcastle get on. And I also want you guys to comment down below, do you think Newcastle will go to other countries in the coming years? I know we'll definitely visit Saudi Arabia a lot more. I think we might even go to Australia, which would be a hell of a lot of a journey. So, you know, it is great to see that Newcastle are going out to America, because I know football is growing a lot in the USA at the minute. There is quite a few American fans who support Newcastle as well. Now, it is going to be interesting to see what happens. Now, I'm very much excited for the season to start. Newcastle play Aston Villa. First game of the season, Sandro Tonali could make his debut as well. Comment down below, what do you think the score will be for that? I know it's quite early, but I'm going to predict a 2-1 Newcastle United win. Sandro Tonali header in the last minute. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. We are trying to get to 2,000 subscribers before the end of the summer. Make sure to subscribe. There'll be regular uploads on the channel. Comment down below your thoughts on St. Maximum. Do you think Newcastle have been ripped off there? Comment down below your thoughts. Anyway, guys, what do you think of the Premier League clubs complaining about that St. Maximum transfer? And anyway, guys, I'll see you later. Take care. Bye.